Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. Gravelle and Preston Clark back for So You Like to Watch. We are doing the daily 4-pack sealed. Let's start off with the rares. This is brought to you by 60cards, cardnexus.com. Make sure you check out their stuff. We got an extra rare because it's foily. Preston Clark will be here in just a sec. Oh, he is still here. Okay.
I love how that's the foil scavenge, and that's the guy that was for the pre-release.
Yep. I'm
Funny.
good with him.
Yeah,
Like you do,
I mean,
good. That's good. God, man, my rares are. Nothing super crazy. This is nice to get, but my rares are pretty sweet. All right.
I see two coursers of chords. It makes me want to go into green white almost.
Well, let's see what we have. We got 40 cards to play with here.
All right.
Let's see. Generally, I try to go green white if it's possible. I'm just a big fan of the green white style of play, but by no means will I force it. Downsize is okay. Sideboard card. Mizium Mortars is fine if they're playing a lot of removal. Chronic Flooding is dumb, unless you're playing like a Safety Dance deck, which we don't have. Injunction's fine. That's okay. This card's terrible. Inspiration is fine. Void Builder's great. Skywatcher's great. Syncopate is good. Cremate's okay, especially against Golgari, but it's more of a sideboard card. I've had a lot of success with the Dagger Drone Imps if we have some pump. A Mind Rot, I would only play one of. Shambler's fine. Whoops. Launch Party's the removal there. Let's see. For red, we have Electrickery. This is terrible. We have those. Pursuit of Flight, which is good. 2 Lobber Crews.
Oof.
Racketeer could make the cut. That's good. That is awesome.
That guy's good.
That's not so good. That's not so good. That is good. For green, we have Giant Growth. We have Gate Creeper. We have 2 Crocs. We have more tricks. We have a Decoy, Rubble. Axebane Stag's okay. That's okay if we have enough.
Slime molding's pretty good.
Yep. So our black-green. Let me move lands up here. The good thing is we have 3 mana fixers. Well, 4.
Four if you count the key
Yeah.
room.
All
5
right.
if you count the gatekeeper vine.
Yeah. Let's see. Blue, red. Put that. This is a sideboard card if I've ever seen one. Let's see. Our white, green, and then our blue, white. All right. So these are the cards that we would consider playing. Now the multicolored stuff, wouldn't consider that. It's okay. It's kind of removal, but it's 6. I mean, -3,
And it's not
-3.
instant speed,
Yeah.
so you're not getting as much value out of it as you could.
This could be played, but the deck would have to be very specific for it, so I think I can cut that out of there. Heroes Reunion's a probable no, and that's a sideboard. This is a no. That could possibly happen. This is a yes. All 3 of the cards are yeses. Follow the Gavel's okay. 2 Dramatic Rescues are great, and this is good if we're playing a defensive blue-white, but it looks like red and green are our 2 strongest colors. So it's going to be a fight between either 3 color, like green, white, red, or possibly black, green. I
think red just has to be run.
Maybe.
From what I'm seeing.
So now, what we're going to do here is we're going to pull out the cards that we'd play the colors for. So that would probably get played for it. Those are the 2 white cards that I actually really like. This one, if there's enough enchantments. So that's the white stuff. That's a big yes. For blue,
And course is a chord, of course.
but we're not over to green white yet. So we have the blue. We have Syncopate, Skywatch, Void Wielder. This is good, and this is good. So that's all stuff we'd play that for. Black, we'd play that for sure. We like this a lot. That's not enough to play the color for. Launch Party is. For red, this guy. Bless you. We don't have enough multicolored, but even still, 2 Lobber Crews are good. And 2 Gore Houses are good. Because they're hyper aggressive, and the Chaos Imps are sweet. They're not, people don't give them enough credit, but you're looking at a 7/6 flying trample. It's pretty sweet.
In red.
Yeah.
So.
So in green, we'd play this. We'd play it for this. We'd play it for this. We don't have enough populate to say that would be in there for sure. We'd play it for this. For blue-white, this stuff would all come in. This would be a yes. All three of these would be a yes for red-blue. All three of these would be a yes for black-green. And these would be a yes for that, for green-white. So for mana fixing, we have this. So that's out, that's out. So now we need to look at the reasons that we'd play. Black is solid, but Desecration Demon will win a game over and over and over. We could almost do black, red, blue. As much as I love having this, if we went with black, red, blue, we may actually be in our best shape. Because red has so much that it can do, and then blue has some stuff that buys us time, has a little tricky stuff to it, and then black is a good kind of mid-range support, while we get red kind of up and running. So let me move some, and we can easily do black, red, blue. We have the mana fixing for that. So let me move the white, green together over there. And then let's move, what do we say, black, red, blue? Let's move this over here. And then this would go over here. And we actually wouldn't play Hollowed Fountain, but we would play these 3 mana fixers. And we're at 34 cards right now. So
there's two.
Well,
there's
two.
Still two
So
black
32
green cards in there.
Are there?
There's still 2 black.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So these would be this. I think this looks like a very solid deck as it is. Electricity can come out. Let me put the 2 land over here for right now, just so that I don't count those. We're trying to get down to 23. So let's start breaking down the cards that we absolutely need to have. I'm not going to do it by color at this point because the color is not as important. Teleportal is a blowout, especially because we're going to end up around probably 16 or 17 creatures after everything's said and done. So the cards that we would definitely play would be these 4. We only have one thing that pumps creatures, so we'd probably only play 1 imp. The Guild Mage, the Teleportal, the Electromancer, the Shred Freak. All of that would be a definite include. Sewer Shambler. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4 total multicolored cards. That's sad. But both Lobber Crews would go in. They're great on the block, and they're, just free damage every turn. This would go in. This would go in. And both of these would definitely be in. This would definitely be in. This is good against so many of the different guilds out there. Bouncing a token, it's gone for good. Bouncing something that got scavenged onto is nothing but sweetness.
Or if they put like an enchantment, such as like Pursuit of Flight or something.
All of that would go in. That would go in. So this is what we'd be looking at. And it's got, and even though most of our stuff is 2-drops, it's got plenty of late game power. I mean, it's got, our 4-drops, Desecration Demon, Bloodfray Giant. We have plenty of small guys who can launch party. Let's see. So if we cut, let me get all this stuff moved out of the way. Let's see. We'll put that over here. Trying to keep things somewhat organized. So that'd be our white stuff. Okay, so if we cut, these were the cards that we cut, we go down to 15 creatures and 23 cards exactly. Now, with what we're doing, black, red, blue, let's move this off of red because it could get played. That will not play, that will not play, that will not play, that will not play. Drain Pipe Vermin, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, he's fine, but he's not going to get played. Any other red-blue stuff, or red-blacks or red-blue that I'm missing out on that I don't have in there? No. So we have 3 mana fixers. This is a possibility, but it's not going to be main deck. This is a good sideboard card, especially against hyper aggro, because they can do their big "I'm going to win now" swing, and then they don't win, and you swing back and crush their face in with your Army of Doom. 15 creatures. Let's see. Are there creatures in here that I would rather have in? The Cobble Brute, maybe. That just gives another big dude on the ground early. And the Paralyzing Grasp would be a maybe. I'd rather be at 16 creatures, though. So I think I need to find a spell that I'm okay with cutting. And I don't see one, really. I mean, Syncopate, maybe, but Syncopate stops their bomb flat. Especially because most of our stuff is going to be cheap. We're going to be sitting on mana a lot of the time. So let's look at spells versus creatures. So, enchantment, spell, spell, spell. Key rune's kind of a mix. Inspiration, launch party, explosive impact, syncopate. So those are spells versus our creatures. We're looking at a converted mana cost right now of 3.1, which isn't bad. Oh boy. So this just, that just wins the game, especially with the creatures we have. Because if I can get these 2 guys out, or even, a couple of these to get some early damage, and then one of these guys out, and then teleportal overloaded, then it's good game. Whenever they can't block anything, you're in good shape. So for removal, we have 1, 2 ish. So we'll say we have 3 total removal, because we'll count the 2 of these together as 1, even though that's not technically true. But that's what I'm going to say, and you're going to like it. If you have a disagreement with what I say, you can share it in the comments, and I will politely disagree.
Just don't forget he owns a website.
Yep, I own a website. For the frequent watchers, you'll know that is the ongoing joke, that I know everything about Magic because I own a website. I'm wondering if maybe I just cut one of these small creatures, because we're playing
the imp.
so many.
I think you cut the imp. You don't have a lot of scavenge. You have 1 scavenge card. I just don't think it's going to get a lot of value. And you have a Pursuit of Flight. That's all you have for imp. Other than that, it's not going to be very good.
Yeah, but what all do I have that can handle air early, that can buy us a turn? He can come out and start hitting fairly early and give us a little bit of a lead until we can hit 6. I like the imp over...
I like it over the Shred Freak. It's the only other thing
I do not. I think Shred Freak's awesome. I think imp is probably what needs to go. I hate to say it, but imp is probably what needs to go. The Guild Mage has the potential to do some good stuff later. Even
being able to pitch cards to get our land base, right?
It's good. So he seems like he's fine. So I think the imp has to sit out for right now. Hey, what are you doing? All right. Oh, magic and your little bugs. All right, so this is the final build of what the deck looks like. Only 15 creatures, which is, I normally like to be at 16. But I feel like the spells that are in here are, that'll draw us into another one, and then this is a creature if we need it. Not good, but...
We have 3 minutes left. Do you mind if we take a look real quick right after you build the land base at a red-blue splash green, red-green splash white?
Yeah, hold on. We'll drop 1 red, add a black.
You definitely
actually we want to hit. I think we're gonna do 5/5/5 because then that gives us 7 red and then 6 blue, 6 swamps. Okay. So save as. What is this? Black, red. No. Yeah, black, red, blue. Sealed. Yeah, I get it.
Hurry. Got 2 minutes left.
I know. All right.
I don't want you to lose your
So
deck.
it's over there. So green, white. Green, white's just not gonna be as good as I don't think.
Well, I said green, red, splash, 1 white card is all I want to splash. Or there's only 1 white card I see that I really like, and of course there's a court. And then maybe you could maybe splash Rootborn Defenses. That's all I want in the deck. But I want it to be red, green, splash white for just that Rootborn Defenses.
Well, it's hard to splash white in this. Okay, so we do this, 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 this. Maybe that. We're looking at 23. It looks like this. 15 creatures. I don't think it's as good. I think it's okay, but I don't think it's near as good. I mean, this looks fine. It's a little bit more aggressive. Maybe. Actually, it's not really. It just has different spells. So. Load. And 17 lands, 15 creatures, and some spells. There we go. Submitted. All right. We'll see you in round 1.